I'm very concerned about MrBeast, the YouTuber who spends so much money on his videos. Sometimes he spends like $1 million on a single episode, and this is really remarkable for one YouTube channel, for someone to actually spend this kind of money. I'm really amazed by this. But at the same time, let's think about how YouTube works. The truth is, people make money on their YouTube ads based upon the number of people who watch these videos. But if you think about it, think about the early part of YouTube. Do we even know about some of these people who were on there and the very early stages, like Lonely Girl 15 and people like that? A lot of them disappeared. And so that's one reason why I think that MrBeast, he really should consider the future, because the future is with the algorithm. The algorithm runs everything here on YouTube, and the truth is that what's hot today is not hot tomorrow. If you spend your millions, it's gone. It's never coming back. And I think that he could probably still make exciting, entertaining videos without actually having to spend as much. Like buying an island, that's cool, but that was like $1 million that he spent. He's just giving it away to one of his friends. And I think that he really needs to actually consider investing in the future. He should try putting some of his millions in the stock market, or I don't know, all kinds of investments to diversify his income, because the truth is that I don't know if that he will be making millions of dollars 10 years from now on YouTube. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But think of so many actors, as an example, who were commanding very, very high salaries, and now maybe nobody wants to hire them. Like, as an example, Jim Carrey, he was one of the top Hollywood actors, and now maybe not even an indie movie would want him to be in their movie today. So that's an example why MrBeast needs to consider the normal pattern that exists in entertainment. The natural way that things work in entertainment is that things are cool when they're brand new. As time goes on, people get bored of it, it loses interest. It's just like an individual video even has the same pattern. There's an interest in the beginning, but as time goes on, there's a natural pattern where things become less and less popular. And that's one reason why he needs to consider, how does he make an income when possibly this disappears? There's no more exciting videos. I mean, I don't know if we can imagine this him doing the same kind of videos at 50 and making the same kind of money. Maybe, maybe not. And so, of course, he would like to have a continuous income stream when even when he's a lot older. And I think that's one reason why he needs to put a lot more money invested away and not just given away to random strangers. I'm sure that it's cool that he does give his money away, though. I'm sure the streamers enjoy it, his friends, random pizza delivery people, things like that. But you also have to think and consider about your own sake. You need to be able to think about what your future will be like, because if you spend all of your money today, you'll be in the same predicament as most lottery winners. And if you think about it, when you make millions of dollars on YouTube, it's actually very similar to the lottery, because so few people actually do make a fortune on YouTube. There are probably, like, around the world, I think there are 12 million YouTubers, and how many do we actually know? I mean, we all probably follow maybe 10, 15, 20 of them, and then a few of them make a lot of money. So it is very similar to the lottery. Very few do make a lot of money through YouTube, and MrBeast is obviously one of them. And at one time, obviously, just a few years ago, he was like most of us and not making any money, not getting any views on YouTube. So I think he needs to consider that that's a natural pattern of YouTube. You need to consider the fact that it's possible, though, the audience may not be there in the future. And if I were him, what would you do if you were MrBeast, Danny? Where would you invest your money? Assuming you have $20 million, where would you put it? Would you put it in like dividend kind of ETFs? Very.
He has a good idea. He invests in his friends.
He invests in his friends, but how about when you're 40 or 50? What are you going to do when? Who's going to support you?
His friends will be doing very well, and they will take care of him.
Well, if you just buy fancy cars for your friends, how does that help you later on?
They will say thank you, and they will have dividends to pay.
Okay, well, that's his kind of dry humor. But the truth is, yeah, let's say you buy your friend a Ferrari. Okay, you bought the car, it goes down in value. 20 years from now, then what? The car has some value, but it's not paying you an income. Whereas if you had put in dividend ETFs or REITs, R-E-I-T, real estate investment trusts that pays you regular dividends, these are still making some money long after you've earned it. Your money is still making you some money. So I think that a lot of people are probably concerned that he's spending way too much money on this channel, and of course we all appreciate it. We do think it's kind of cool that he's willing to overspend and give so much money away, but he really needs to consider that this is not sustainable long term. He needs to save his money. MrBeast, you need to save it. Stop spending it. Anyway, so I hope that this was a informative video in case any of you become big YouTube stars, and you can send some of your money to me, of course, as thank you. Anyway, hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in another video.